Brawl Talk just released and we have a lot to talk about, okay? I do want to get to the 2 new brawlers we're getting because they are wild. Unlike anything we've ever seen before, for real. But we're going to start off by talking about the new boxes that are coming into Brawl Stars, and I want to make something really clear first. I was glad that they removed Brawl Boxes from the game, and I was super worried when they mentioned they might be reintroducing something similar back into Brawl Stars. But if everything works how they explained it, I'm actually really excited about it. We'll have to see for sure, but let's do it. The new boxes are called Starr Drops, and the number one most important thing you need to know about Starr Drops is that you cannot buy them with gems. In fact, everyone has the same amount that you can unlock every single day, and that's a maximum of just 3. You get 1 for winning 1 match, another when you win your 4th match, and then a 3rd when you get 8 wins for the day. And these matches can be done in any map or mode, including Power League, Club League, and that's actually really awesome, including Map Maker. You might even be able to get them in weekend events like Robo Rumble and Boss Fight, which would be kind of insane. Now, I'm going to cover the basics of Starr Drops in this video, but if you want specific details, including everything you can get from each rarity of box, because they all have different rarities, then you're going to want to subscribe to my channel. I am actually getting really close to 1 million subscribers, so I would really appreciate you guys subscribing. Also do special sneak peeks on balance changes and 2 new brawlers before this update is released, so you don't want to miss it. I've got more to cover, but I wanted to give a big thank you to Samsung for sponsoring this video. The Samsung S23 Ultra has some of the best features anyone could possibly want on a phone. And honestly, it makes it the perfect companion, not just for a great mobile device, but also for gaming on the go. You're gonna want to click the link below to learn more. As a mobile gamer, the thing that I love most about the phone is that it uses the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 mobile platform, which is custom made to boost performance on the phone's CPU and GPU. I also like that it has adaptive brightness, so right now in my well-lit room, it's actually really bright, but if it's dark, then it decreases the brightness. It's really awesome. It also comes with a built-in S Pen that you can just pull out like this. This is fantastic, not just for like taking pictures. It's got a button on there and you can just press and it'll take a picture for you, but you can also grab screenshots, draw on it. I would show off some of my masterpieces that I've drawn, but you guys don't want to see them. Just because the S Pen's great doesn't make me a great artist. Some other really great things about the phone is that you can easily use it all day long and never really have to worry about charging it, thanks to its 5,000 milliamp hour battery and a cooling system which has been improved, so you don't have to worry about it overheating either. Which, if you like to game on your phone as much as I do, that's actually a great perk. But whether you're a mobile gamer or not, the Samsung S23 Ultra has everything that you would want in a phone, including 2 or 3 or 4, oh, it's 5 awesome cameras on here. So click that link below to learn more, or check out the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4, which is actually my daily driver. I really love this phone. Plus, the Samsung case actually allows me to like use it as basically a tablet. I love this, just like I love my Samsung watch. Clearly, I really like Samsung products, so a huge thank you to Samsung for sponsoring this video. And the real question, Starr Drops, how do they work? Starr Drops can contain pretty much everything that you would want, okay? New brawlers, including legendary brawlers. You can get resources like coins, PowerPoints, credits, and bling. You can also get at cosmetics like pins, sprays, profile icons, and even just straight up skins. However, you can only get skins that are rare, super rare, and epic that are not seasonal, so keep that in mind. But what I find really interesting is that Starr Drops come in different rarities, and the higher the rarity, the better reward you'll get from that Starr Drop. From what I could tell, here's how it works. You get 4 chances to tap on your Starr Drop to hopefully increase the rarity. Now, every time you tap, there is a chance that it will increase in rarity, but it may not upgrade at all and just stay at the rare rarity, which is not that rare. At first, I thought that this would increase in order from rarity. So like it would go from rare to super rare, and then epic, and then mythic, and then finally legendary. But here we can actually see that it took only 1 tap to increase from rare all the way to mythic, because only one of the little circles are actually missing. So it actually seems like it can actually skip rarities when you actually tap it, which is kind of unique. As of right now, we don't know how frequently it will upgrade all the way to legendary or any of the other rarities. We also don't know which brawlers or rarities of skins, pins, or other cosmetics can actually be dropped from each rarity of Starr Drop. Like, can you only get new brawlers from the legendary, or like, could you get a new brawler from just the rare if you are missing a rare brawler? I don't know. We also don't know how many resources we'll get from each rarity. We do see some resource drops here, but we don't know which Starr Drop they actually released from. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that we don't know until a future sneak peek, which is exactly why you want to subscribe. Now, with Starr Drops coming into the game, is that like more progression? Is that an additional source of progression? And it actually is. It's a little bit more complicated than that though. They said that we will be getting 20% more progression from Starr Drops. However, like I said, it's a little bit more complicated. A 20% buff to progression is actually like a massive buff, but I think like just 20% more doesn't make Starr Drops as exciting as the team wanted it to be. They wanted it to be like really exciting, right? So what they did is they actually redistributed a lot of the current sources of progression. Like I saw a 50% nerf to Club League coins. I saw a 50% nerf to Power League bling. We also saw a pretty massive nerf at the end of season bonus rewards and the Brawl Pass. And I also spotted that like some of the credits at the end of the season, the free pass of the Brawl Pass was decreased. Normally it's 95, but it was down to 70. I know what you're saying. Please don't nerf progression. Why are they nerfing progression? It's not like that, okay? What they did is they took all of those nerfs that they took from all those other different areas, and they took all those resources and they just moved it to Starr Drops. And then on top of that, they buffed progression another 20% to make Starr Drops really fun and exciting. And they specifically said that we will get more overall rewards if we continue playing the same amount that we play today. Now, the Brawl Stars team, honestly, they've done a really good job at establishing trust with this. So I think that they deserve for us to like believe them. And I do believe them, but you guys know that whenever they do any progression rework or anything like that, I always go and run the numbers. So I am going to run the numbers and see like exactly how things are improved, but obviously that's going to take some time. So make sure you watch my 100% honest update review video in like a couple of weeks from now. Okay, new brawlers. These new brawlers are crazy. Cordelius is a chromatic brawler from the Enchanted Woods trio. He's a toxic shroom being from another dimension. In fact, he used to be a gardener in Star Park, but the toxicity drove him mad. For his attack, he fires 2 mushrooms at enemies over a pretty short range. Each one deals 1,090 damage for a total of 2,180 damage. For 1 ammo, that's a lot, okay? That's a little bit more damage than what El Primo and Terra can do with 1 ammo at point blank. And it's actually enough to take out 52 of the brawlers in the game with only 3 ammo. That is actually really strong, but I think that he has a star power quit that increases his damage even further for his second projectile if both projectiles hit, because we do see him deal 1,417 damage sometimes with his second projectile, but not always, and not ever with his first projectile. We'll have a better idea of what his star powers and gadgets actually are in a future sneak peek video, but Cordelius's attack is actually super strong. He also has a very fast movement speed, which means he's going to be really interesting for like a medium range assassinations or even close range, right? But it's his super that is just really wild. First of all, he can charge his super when he's close to opponents, very similar to how Buzz can do that. But if his super hits an enemy, it literally transports not only Cordelius, but his target to an alternate dimension. What? To make it really simple, it becomes a 1v1 where Cordelius is at a huge advantage. The enemy cannot use their super or gadgets, so all they have to fight back is their attack. Meanwhile, Cordelius gets 2 buffs. One is his movement speed, so it becomes even faster than very fast, which means it's going to be very hard to run away from him. And he gets another buff to his reload speed, which is going to just give him such a massive advantage whenever his super can hit. Now, we don't know exactly how his super works with teleporting him and an opponent to an alternate dimension. From what I can tell though, they basically just disappear completely from everybody else playing the match, which is just like super weird. And we don't know how long the super can last for, but we know that it can last at least up to 5 seconds based off of what I saw in Brawl Talk. The only way to end it sooner is to either kill Cordelius or for Cordelius to actually kill his opponent. Once that happens, they get transported back, right? And when his super is over, they are just transported back to the original dimension, exactly where they are currently standing, which is super funky. And honestly, I'm really excited to try him out. He's got 4,800 health at max level, which is the same as Amber, Gus, Lou, Penny, and Terra, and most importantly, Leon. And I say that because I think that he's most similar to Leon in a sense that like he can deal a lot of damage up close, and in a way he can also kind of become invisible to opponents and to his teammates. I don't know, it is really interesting, and it's too soon to tell, but I think he's gonna be super strong. Up next, we've got Doug. Now, Doug is the second member of the Velociraptors trio along with Buzz, and based on his intro, I think it's safe that he will be a mythic brawler. Now, according to Paula, he is a dinosaur in air quotes, suggesting that he's not actually a dinosaur. And Doug is another very interesting brawler, okay? His attacks, well, they're kind of boring, okay? They deal damage around him very much like Jackie's attacks, but the minimum damage they can do is 1,080 damage, and if enemies get even closer to him, it scales all the way up to 1,800 damage, so you definitely want to stay away. At max damage, that's actually the same amount of damage as an attack from Willow, and that is enough to 3-shot 43 brawlers in the game. And like I said, his attack's kind of boring, except except for the fact that he can heal teammates close to him with his attacks. The healing also scales up from 450 to 900 healing per attack, depending on how close teammates are to him. This is pretty similar to Poco's Da Capo star power, but with the potential of an additional 200 healing per attack. Honestly, there's not too much exciting about Doug except for his super, which is a revival hot dog. That's right, it's a revival hot dog. For his super, he can throw out a hot dog at teammates, and if he hits them, they will have a little hot dog icon floating above them for a few seconds. We don't know exactly how long it will last, but if they die while that revival hot dog icon is above them, they will revive. What? Literally a second or two after they die, they will just like pop back up with half their HP back, which is really cool, but it also looks like they'll respawn with full ammo, which is really strong. Now, what's really cool about this is that Doug can actually just use it on himself right before he dies, and he goes all crazy and just jumps in on somebody with his attack because he has a short range attack and he's going to be doing that a lot. And then once he gets revived, he'll revive with half of his HP back, which is great for Doug because he has 6,900 HP, and that is a lot. It's more than 54 brawlers in the game, and that actually ties him with BB for how much HP they have. Now, in the past, having 2 lives has been a really strong ability, so it's going to be really interesting to see how strong Doug is going to be with this, okay? Kind of reminds me of 8-Bit's extra life star power back when it used to be a thing in the game. It would revive him 1 time per match, and they kept on nerfing it over and over and over again until eventually they just decided they needed to remove it altogether because it just was too hard and weird to balance, right? As always, it's pretty soon to tell, but I think that he's going to be pretty strong and should be a lot of fun to play. Now let's speculate on all the skin costs coming in this next update, and then we'll cover a few other random things. First up, we have Draco Doug. This is going to be a 29 gem skin that will be released when he is released. Next is Haunted House 8-Bit. This skin's really cool. It's going to be purchasable with bling as soon as the Brawl Pass becomes available. Now, typically the tier 1 skins in the Brawl Pass, which is what this is like theoretically replacing, would cost 2,750 bling or 79 gems, but this is a really cool skin, honestly, and I would not be surprised if it was actually an epic skin, cost 149 gems or 5,000 bling. Next, we have Stone Troll Lou, and this is the Power League skin, and like honestly, it's kind of a cute little skin and it looks really cool. I'm kind of surprised they're not too worried about Disney suing them for this one. I don't know, we'll have to see. I guess trolls have been in the game for a long time before Disney ever made a video about them. Anyway, as a Power League skin, I think we can count on it costing 5,000 bling or 149 gems, and that's on top of 60 wins in Power League. Then we have the Wood Spirit Chester skin. This is a fun one. I could see it either costing 79 gems or 149 gems. Now, Dark Fairy Janet, this skin is really cool. Now, my guess for this skin is 149 gems or 199 gems. However, I will be doing a giveaway for this skin on my Discord server, so click the link in the description below and join my Discord server and wait for instructions on how to get this skin. The pirate skins are all coming back, including 4 new pirate skins. First is Megalodon, which is a Meg skin, and it's really cool. It has a lot of really awesome effects. My guess is this is going to cost 149 gems or 199 gems. Now, next we have Sunken Chest Griff, and this is likely going to cost 79 gems or 149 gems. I actually really like that he attacks with gems or diamonds and like pirate bottles. This is really cool. BB's Curse pirate skin is also really cool. My guess is it's going to cost 79 gems or 149 gems. Then we have the Kraken Surge skin, which is a Supercell make skin made by Stinkfish, and this skin is just like, oh, it's really cool. If I had to guess, honestly, it could be 199 gems. This is a really cool one. It'll likely be 149 gem skins. Typically, Supercell make skins haven't been overly expensive, so we'll have to see. Now, Bonnie's getting 2 29 gem skins. She's getting a Unicorn Bonnie skin, which is honestly, it's really kind of cute and fun for only 29 gems. Like, that's really good. We're also getting Foot Bonnie to celebrate the Women's World Cup coming up, which is actually pretty awesome. Now, Darktide Carl is getting a lot more clean and shiny. Looks a little bit more polished, a little bit less dark, which is kind of funny. Then we have Iris Terra, and it's getting renamed to Stera, which is interesting. It looks a lot cleaner as well. We have Smuggler Penny. It's getting a little bit of new animation and some adjustments to fit Penny's remodel. And then we have a remodel to Phoenix Crow. And this one got a lot of really cool improvements. It actually looks really sick. I liked Phoenix Crow even before the remodel. I really did, but this is so cool. He also got some additional voiceovers as well. Now, Payload is coming back to the game with some much needed improvements. You will now be able to move through the carts as well as attack through the carts. I don't know know if you'll be able to attack through enemy carts. I think you will though. Either way, I think it's going to make the mode feel a lot less weird. In fact, I'm actually really excited to try it out. I liked Payload. It was just a little wonky, a little just like weird to play. Now the community voted modes that are coming to the game are Takedown and Wipeout. So this is going to be interesting. It might be a good time to push mastery on a few brawlers in Takedown that are really good in Takedown. I don't know. We'll see. We're also getting a couple of improvements made to quests. You will now be able to complete some quests with a choice of brawlers. You can choose one of the 3 and just go with it. I really like that change a lot. And on top of that, it will now be possible to complete Brawl Pass exclusive quests before you actually have the Brawl Pass unlocked. So once you unlock it, then all of the rewards will immediately apply, which is a really nice change. Honestly, gives you a little bit more of an additional reason to actually just unlock the Brawl Pass in the middle of the season, which is the best way for you to spend money on the game. It really is. In other news, Paula is going to be leaving the Brawl Stars team in order to further help with Squad Busters. You know, I can't say I didn't see this coming. She's been working with Squad Busters for a while, and juggling between 2 different games, that's a lot to do, especially where Brawl Stars is a massive game and really deserves 2 full-time community managers like her. So it's going to be sad to see her go. I've really appreciated everything that she's brought to the Brawl Stars, and I think that the Squad Busters team is really lucky to have her. So you guys have to let me know what you think about that. And that is everything I can share in this update right now. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some sneak peeks covering all the details for this upcoming update, and so you are definitely going to want to subscribe. I'd really appreciate you guys doing so because, like I said, I'm getting really close to 1 million subscribers, which is just honestly crazy. Also, you can watch some of my other videos right here if you have not watched my Start Part games. It's great. For now, this is KairosTime ticking by. We will see you in Brawl Stars.